Hey folks, there might be times when you want to split a model up for various reasons. Maybe it's too big for your print bed, or maybe you're having problems printing it and you just want to troubleshoot and track that. So I'm going to try to see if I can help you out with that. So I've got this Ugrinsky fin imported into Tinkercad without any modifications, and it's not pretty. I mean, it's going to have some artifacts and things like that, but it'll print just fine. But what if you wanted to scale this thing up massively, but you didn't want all the height in one go? Well, that's an easy thing to do. So I've got the main piece imported and selected. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a duplicate of that by hitting Control D. Easy enough. Now I'm going to make a basic transparent box that's going to cover the bed. The size is not important as long as it's enough to cover the whole design. Okay, and now I'm going to make a duplicate of that. So we've got two fins, two boxes. The height of this is 70, the original 70 millimeters. We want to make it roughly half. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move one of these out of the way for right now. I'm just going to drag it way down. Same for this. And that way we're not confused by what we're working with. Okay, let's take the top 20 and the bottom 15. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, I didn't need to do that. Sorry. What I wanted to do was I want to raise this box off the floor by 15. So what I'll do is I'll select just that. I'll grab this handle to drag it up, and you see that in the middle where it starts to count how far I've got it. While that's displayed, I can just hit that and type in 15. It'll raise it up 15 millimeters off the floor. So now that I've got it, the bottom of this where I want it, I'm going to expand that box all the way to the top. So if I group this by hitting Control G, then it's going to leave me with just the bottom 15 millimeters. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy, just raise him up out of the way, and I'm going to drop these two to our working plane. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take the top 20 millimeters of that. So it's kind of an easy way to do that. I could do the math, and I could say 70, and I want 20, so let's just take this 50 high. And then I'm going to group those, combine them with Control G. I want to drop that piece to the bottom. Now, so I've got a 15 high and a 20 high. That's 35, which is half of our 70, and that's what we wanted. Now I want to drop the top piece onto the bottom piece. So I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to hit my W key to place a work plane right here. Alright, there's that work plane is sitting right on the top of this piece. I'm going to drop this piece down. So with it selected, I'm going to hit D. So that will drop it right on top of this piece. And I'm going to hit W and set my work plane back to normal. Okay, well, we've got the height right, but now the rotation is off. So that's an easy fix. What we'll do is with the top piece selected, we'll grab the handle and we'll rotate it. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. I'm going to select both of these, and I'm going to hit Control G to group it. And sometimes with all these ugly faces and everything, all these different triangles that Tinkercad's trying to piece together, it may take a minute. And there it is. Okay, so we have our 34.99, close enough height. Now that will be much easier to print than the other. And you can use those same principles for whatever your case is. You know, maybe you have something that's going to take supports. But if you sliced a piece of it off and printed it separately and laid it down, you could print that without supports and then combine it once you're done. That's another good use for this. You'll be using that kind of technique all the time for various things. So it's good to know that you use 2 copies of the solid and 2 copies of the whole. You'll just break those into pieces and combine 1 solid and 1 whole, 1 solid and 1 whole. Make sure you size them like you like, put them together, and boom, you're done. Okay, hope this was helpful.